So I thought a lot about it, and I felt pretty bad, if I didn't give anything. So I thought I'd hack together some software, show you guys what I mean about using image targets to make video games, and that sort of thing. So to begin, I got into this field because I'm an artist, and I saw how my artwork could be used for use in the video games. And I went and I toured around, and I found very little help. Pretty much everybody, they said, no, we're not interested in image targets. It has to track on its own without image targets, and it doesn't allow an avenue for someone to sell something. As an artist from like myself, if I have the ability to make image targets like these and sell them for video game components, then realistically I can make the video games for free. I just have this other material component which is necessary for camera phone based tracking. So I hacked this together using some of Unity's free assets for my girlfriend as a present. And you won't really be able to see much, but you'll see how I'm kind of looking around the video game world. And I'm not doing that with a keyboard and mouse. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm looking at one of the image targets, and it's physically in the game world. So, it's very simple Vuforia stuff that, I've been messing around with, and here's an example of how I could use an image target in the video game. So I have my sketchbook, it's filled with art, and some of these image targets I have converted to being usable in the video game. So now I have this product that I could basically sell that has, material components for the video game. Like how people sell like CDs or boxes or things like that. Well, I don't understand why images, printed images can't be used. So, this magic missile. So I'm going to go back to the video game world. Let me do this really fast so I could show you what it looks like. So here's the image target cube. And what it is it's 4 image targets just printed on a sheet of paper. Initially, I wanted to print them out on trading cards and sell them in packs of trading cards because it's easier to stock up and store and stuff like that, and they weigh a lot less. So you can see I've kind of like locked onto one of the image targets, and here I am in the video game world. And by moving one direction or the other, I'm going to move my character through the world. I'm still a little far away from using that magic spell. I get a little bit closer. And this game, I used teleporters kind of as a symbol because that's pretty much what you do. You don't you kind of walk around the game world because you walk around the game cube. However, as you can see, when I walk around the cube, I'm kind of snapping into different places in the video game world, and I'm using that as a tracking mechanism. Kill this Hellfire Beast really quick. Alright, so I'm kind of low on health. So I'm going to go back to my spell book. And I'm going to flip open to this page. This allows me to regenerate. So now when I touch the screen, instead of firing, I heal a little bit of hit points. And if you look down in the corner, you'll see that my character heals some health. Now, if I was playing like a LARPing, using your imagination sort of video game, if I could connect video game components to the players, then I could add this to a LARPing experience, you know, people just running around the forest, throwing, you know, using their cell phones to use spells, while at the same time, you know, using wooden swords to beat each other up. You know, it's a good alternative. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my book. And again, here's the image targets. And here's my book, spell book, so fireballs are really good. Because it allows me to hit guys at really long range. Oh, like Dracula up there. Oh, he's teleporting around. You know, this is, and all this software is, the core software is just stuff I got off the UUD store. You know, free software, and all I did was just hack it together to make a video game. And you know, what else does it need? It needs some like sound, some loading, some properly animated characters, you know, maybe a better game over screen than just a kitten saying play again, but it's really easy to use software to build for. It's really cheap. You don't have to pay a bunch of licenses. You know, what's wrong with using it this way? So I'm going to end the video. And again, here's a sample. It's not really a cube. I literally just taped the image targets to a chair, you know, on a stand. But you could see how, you know, each direction, northeast, southwest, and they can be assembled into a cube. You know, instead of selling these targets as 8.5 by 11 prints, they could either be sold as posters, or, you know, you can cut them into 2.5 by 3.5 inch trading cards, and then assemble 9 to a pack of holders. And then you have these little trading cards that you can sell in the store. You know, the same goes for the spell book. It doesn't necessarily have to be a book. You know, it could be just a trading card with that image printed on it. You know, some examples. And it could be as simple as, you know, that in the corner, or, you know, something really complicated.